The principles of belief. Before an individual can adopt the specific mindset necessary for healing their ailments, they must embrace certain fundamental truths outlined here. Everything originates from a single living substance that, in its purest form, suffuses, infiltrates, and occupies the spaces within the universe. Although all tangible entities are derived from this substance, it exists in a formless state that permeates all visible forms it has created. Its essence and intelligence are present in everything. This substance is generated through thought, using the method of taking on the form of what it contemplates. When this substance holds a thought of a particular form, it takes on that shape. Likewise, when it thinks of a movement, it initiates that action. The substance creates forms by positioning itself in specific attitudes. When the original substance intends to create a specific form, it envisions the movements necessary to bring that form into being. To create a world, it contemplates the movements that may span ages, resulting in the world adopting its particular attitude and shape, and these movements then occur. Similarly, when it desires to manifest an oak tree, it considers the series of movements, which may also extend over long periods, that will lead to the form of an oak tree, and those movements are executed. The particular sequences of motion that yield different forms were established at the beginning and remain unchanging. Certain motions initiated within the formless substance will forever generate specific forms. The human body is constructed from the original substance and arises from specific movements that originated as thoughts within that substance. The movements responsible for creating, refreshing, and healing the human body are known as functions, which can be categorized into two types: voluntary and involuntary. The involuntary functions in humans are governed by the principle of health and operate smoothly as long as one maintains a specific mindset. In contrast, voluntary functions such as eating, drinking, breathing, and sleeping are primarily regulated by an individual's conscious mind, allowing them to be carried out in a completely healthy manner if the person chooses to do so. If he fails to engage in these activities in a healthy manner, his well-being will not last long. Thus, it becomes evident that when a person thinks positively and aligns their eating, drinking, breathing, and sleeping habits accordingly, they will maintain good health. The involuntary functions of human life are governed directly by the principle of health. As long as an individual maintains thoughts that are entirely healthy, these functions will operate optimally, since the principle of health is significantly influenced by the individual's conscious thoughts, which in turn impact the subconscious mind. This is unnatural and not in line with nature's design. The sole purpose of nature is the pursuit of life's perfection. This is evident from the fundamental essence of life itself. Life inherently strives for continuous improvement. Progress is an unavoidable outcome of living. Growth is always the result of dynamic existence. Anything that lives must increasingly do so. A seed may lie dormant in the granary, possessing life, but it is not truly living. Once planted in the soil, it becomes active, drawing on the surrounding elements to develop into a plant. This process will lead to the production of a seed head containing 30, 60, or even 100 seeds, each infused with as much life as the original. Life expands through the act of living. Life is inherently tied to growth. The essential drive of life is to exist. It is this core drive that motivates the original substance to act and bring forth creation. God exists, and his existence is linked to his capacity to create and cultivate. By generating new forms, he is continuing to enhance his own existence. The universe represents a vast, progressive life force, with nature's primary objective being the evolution of life toward perfection and ideal functionality. The ultimate aim of nature is to achieve perfect health. The aim of nature, in relation to humanity, is for individuals to consistently move towards greater existence and strive for an ideal life. Furthermore, they should seek to live the fullest life achievable within their current circumstances. This holds true because the essence of life within each person is inherently striving for more vitality. When you provide a young child with a pencil and some paper, he starts to sketch simple shapes. The creative impulse within him is striving to manifest itself through art. If you give him a set of blocks, he will attempt to construct something. The same inner force is looking for expression through architecture. Place him in front of a piano, and he will endeavor to create melodies. The essence within him is seeking to convey itself through music. The innate drive within humanity continuously seeks to thrive, and since a person experiences their fullest existence when they are healthy, the natural principle within him aims solely for well-being. The true condition of humanity is one of optimal health, and all elements, both within the individual and in the world around us, gravitate toward that state of health. Illness cannot exist within the concept of original substance, as its inherent nature drives it continually towards the fullest and most perfect expression of life, which inherently includes health. In its essence, humanity, as conceived by the formless substance, embodies perfect health. Disease, being an abnormal or distorted function, movement that is either flawed or deviates from the path of ideal life, holds no validity within the concept of thinking substance. The Supreme Mind does not contemplate disease. Disease was neither created nor intended by God, nor is it a manifestation of His will. It arises entirely from the separate consciousness and individual thoughts of humanity. The formless substance, which is God, does not perceive, conceive, or acknowledge disease. It is only through human thought that disease is acknowledged. God focuses solely on health. From the above, it is clear that health is an inherent truth found in the original essence of our being, while disease arises from the flawed functioning caused by human thoughts, both past and present. Had humanity consistently held thoughts of perfect health, it would be impossible for anyone to be anything other than perfectly healthy now. From everything discussed, it is clear that health is an inherent truth of the original essence from which we are all created, while disease arises from the flawed functioning due to humanity's imperfect thoughts, both past and present. If individuals had consistently held thoughts of perfect health, then it would be impossible for them to be anything other than perfectly healthy now. A person in optimal health embodies the concept of original substance, while a person in poor health represents the outcome of not thinking about perfect health and failing to engage in healthy life practices. Here, we will outline the fundamental principles of the science of being well. There exists a thinking substance from which everything is created, which, in its purest form, permeates, penetrates, and fills the spaces of the universe. This substance embodies the essence of all life. The mere thought of a form within this substance brings that form into existence. Similarly, the thought of movement generates motion. When it comes to humanity, the thoughts originating from this substance are inherently aligned with perfect functioning and optimal health. Humankind serves as a center of thought, possessing the ability for original ideas. This mental capacity influences his own actions. Through flawed thinking, he has contributed to dysfunctional and misguided behaviors, which in turn has played a role in the emergence of disease by executing life's voluntary functions inappropriately. When a person focuses solely on thoughts of optimal health, they can stimulate the inner workings of perfect health within themselves. All the life force will work to support them. However, this ideal health will not be maintained unless the person engages in the conscious actions necessary to live healthily. The initial step for a person should be to master the art of envisioning perfect health, followed by the second step of understanding how to eat, drink, breathe, and sleep in a completely healthy manner. By undertaking these two steps, an individual is sure to achieve good health and maintain it.